lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to TV8's Good Morning Vail for this Saturday, September 3rd edition. I cannot believe we are 3 days into September. I'm going to say it every morning now until winter gets here, and then we're going to have to start all over for the summer. I'm here in studio host Maddie Evans, and we've got a very fun show in store for you. We've got some great national holidays to celebrate today, one of them being International Bacon Day. So I think that International Bacon Day covers not only the kind that's made out of the cute pigs, but the kind that's made out of the turkeys as well. And I only eat the kind made out of the turkeys, so I want to have some turkey bacon today. It is also National Doodle Day, so if you like to doodle, today's a good day to get out there, maybe lay in the sun a little bit, get your doodle on. It is also National Hummingbird Day, which we're about to see those wonderful little creatures make their way onward as we start to see the cooler temperatures make their way into our community. So appreciate those hummingbirds as you see them today out and about, and especially if you're up there in Beaver Creek. They like the flowers up there quite a bit. We've got a really busy show in store for you as we've got a lot of great people coming into the studio. Walking Mountain Science Center, the Vail Rotary Club giving us some information about some upcoming events that they have. And then of course we're going to take a look at doing some fun things here with the In the Community segment, giving you a look at that local weather forecast and so much more. So now let's take a look at that local weather forecast. As we take a look at that local weather forecast for today, we are expecting to see temperatures progressively warm up. 57 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 83, 20% chance of precipitation, mostly sunny skies. We are expecting to see winds out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the course of today. Now, as we take a look ahead into Vail by the hour, you can see beautiful sunshine out first thing this morning, continuing into the afternoon. Now, we will see a little bit of cloud coverage roll in around 4 p.m., and that's when we'll see that increased chance of precipitation. Mostly clear skies as we approach this evening. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver are nice and warm. 90 degrees in Denver, beautiful sunshine down there. 83 in Vail, 86 in Avon, 89 in Eagle. 20% chance of precipitation in Avon and Vail, but for sure more like a high pressure system sitting above the state of Colorado. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures cooling down. 46 degrees is our overnight low. 20% chance of precipitation continuing. That sun setting earlier and earlier. 7:35 is when it's going to go down this evening. Now we are expecting north winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. So shifting directions a little bit as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days. We are expecting beautiful sunshine continuing for the next 5 days, those temperatures warming up. High of 86 degrees on Tuesday, so it is going to be nice and toasty out there. We want to thank Lamina Jewelers for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping, whether you want some fine jewelry or some fossils and minerals, they're your one-stop shop. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
There are always so many great things taking place in and around the community for you to get out there and do. We're starting to see the events slow down just a little bit now that we're making our way into fall and we're really starting to send off summer. But Vail and Beaver Creek and Avon, they all know how to do that the best way possible. So let's start in Minturn right now because today is the last day of the Minturn market. If you're looking for something fun to do from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., you can get over there. You can enjoy some great live music and some really cool vendors. Now, this is the last market of the summer season, so Minturn is sending off the summer with their final market, so make sure that you get over to the Minturn market and you check that out, especially right now while you still can. Now, let's make our way up to Beaver Creek where you can get up there and you can enjoy the absolute most fun up there with the Oktoberfest taking place in Beaver Creek. They're going to have great live music, great food, great drinks, and it's just a ton of fun to get up there and really enjoy it. It's going to kick off, actually it kicked off yesterday. It's going to continue through today and continue into tomorrow. There's some great activities for you to get up there and enjoy, like some stein hoisting. So maybe your muscles are super big and you like beer, well then this is a great way to do it, is get out there and enjoy the stein hoisting. For more information on how you can register for that event, you can go to beavercreek.com/events, click on the event, and then click into the schedule and you can see all of the options there. That way you can register online. This is a ton of fun up there and it's just a blast to get outside and enjoy, and if you've not done it yet, then we highly recommend it. While you're up in Beaver Creek, we also recommend taking a look at the Vail Performing Arts Center, and especially as we're right around the corner from the Underground Sound series kicking off. This is the Love for the Local series, and the Vail Performing Arts Center is just such a beautiful place to soak up some great live music and enjoy with just over 530 seats. It's an absolutely incredible place for the ambiance, the acoustic, and you can see that lineup for the Underground Sound series. They're bringing in some absolutely incredible artists, so make sure that you check that out. It's $125. That's going to get you 6 tickets to all of the Underground Sound shows, and then it's going to get you 6 drink coupons, so that way you can have a free drink at each and every show, which is just a ton of fun to get out there. Now let's make our way over to Vail, as there's a ton of fun things happening in Vail this weekend. If you are making your way over there, if you like good food and you like great entertainment and just a ton of fun, then Vail on Sunday is the place for you. Not only is Gourmet on the Gore taking place, where you can enjoy some absolutely delicious food from some of the best restaurants in Vail, but you can absolutely just love everything about it. And this is one of the best things to get out there and enjoy, just because the food, the drinks, the ambiance, all of it is so amazing. So make sure that you go check that out. While you're there enjoying Gourmet on the Gore, you can always enjoy the farmers market as well. Now this takes place in the morning and into the early afternoon. It ends at about 3 p.m. That's when everyone's going to start breaking down, but they're incredible artists. There's great produce. We still have some great peaches coming up from Palisade right now, so you need to get over there. Check that out while you still can. These farmers markets go for a little bit longer. They don't end until October 2nd. 9:30 to 3:30 p.m. is when these are going to go and you can buy so many great things, including a duck. And what I mean by a duck is the Vail Rotary Club has their annual duck race. Now this is the 25th year of it, and it's a ton of fun. If you've not been over there to participate, well then you want to make sure that you make it happen this year. Look at how many ducks float down the river. You can go to their booth right there in Solaris. You can buy your duck still tomorrow, and then you can let them float, which is just a ton of fun. And look at the crowd, look at how many people are there to just enjoy really everything that's taking place. So you can still buy your ducks. You can buy them online if you want to do it today. That way you're prepared for tomorrow, but like I said, you can buy them there tomorrow as well. You can also watch the race on their show, or on their Facebook, which is a ton of fun. That way you can see exactly who's winning, because first place prize is $5,000. So make sure that you buy your duck. Oh man, there's still a ton of things happening. Make sure that you get out there, you soak up the weekend. It's going to be a ton of fun here for your Labor Day weekend. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to introduce you to the wonderful people of Walking Mountain Science Center.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
One of the biggest things here in our community is keeping it together and keeping it safe, because we love everything around us. And one of the greatest companies here in our community is Walking Mountain Science Center, because they really help make sure that we're being more sustainable. That way we can enjoy the beautiful environment and climate that we live in more actively, and we can protect it a little bit better. And I'm here with one of the experts, Paul Abling. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming in. Thanks for all of the great information. We were chatting off camera just a minute ago. You guys are so busy.
We are. We're always busy. We're kind of transitioning into fall, so we've got 3 facilities that are open kind of at some point during each week. We are in seasonal hours, but you can always come to the Avontaine campus right up behind the hospital. The Nature Discovery Center down in near Betty Ford Alpine Gardens is also still open, and the Nature Discovery Center at the top of Vail Mountain and the Eagle Bond Gondola is also open.
Which are incredible locations, just because right here behind the hospital in the heart of Avon is so breathtaking. The backyard is incredible to your facility, and the best part is you guys talk so much about the wildlife and how we need to be more cautious with what we're doing as humans to preserve this wildlife that we have. And there was a mountain lion spotting like not that long ago right up there, right?
There's a lot of wildlife up there. I haven't heard about a mountain lion recently. We do have a bunch of game cameras, so you'll see us post on social media every now and then when we catch camera. So I'll go check those images and see if we got them. There's always deer up there.
Yes.
We see tons of programming. We do lots of different animal walks, bird walks, things like that. So it's beautiful. It's 7 acres, but it backs up to BLM. So if you'd like to hike through the campus up to the Avon Overlook, there's a lot of trails that are free and open to the public. So come by.
Yeah, you guys have such a beautiful facility, and you guys do so much for our community. So for people who don't know about Walking Mountain Science Center, can you give us a brief overview of what you guys do?
Absolutely. So we are a registered 501c3 nonprofit here in Eagle County. And we basically have a mission that we try to get as many people outdoors and teach them about the world around them so they can become better stewards of the environment and more sustainable. So everything we do is place-based. We do a lot of educational programming. And then we also do a lot of sustainability work that would be more kind of designed to help us meet local climate action goals to reduce our emissions 50% by 2030 and 80% by 2050. So that's everything from waste diversion and reduction. We've got a mobile app for recycling. If you're a second homeowner or maybe you're new to the community, download the Eagle County Waste Wizard. It's a free app for iPhone and Android. It'll tell you how to recycle anything. Just insert something in there and it'll tell you what to do with it, because a lot of people don't realize that different communities have different recycling rules. So there's single stream, dual stream, kind of business and commercial or residential. So we built that app to really hopefully help us all recycle better. We also do energy efficiency programs, climate action work, sustainable business training. We kind of authored and administer the Actively Green Certified Business Program. So if you're a business and you'd like to be more sustainable, we would love to help you with that.
Which this is something that's really cool because you guys help do the inspections and kind of walk people through where they're using a lot of their energy in their homes. Like I have radiant floor heating in my house as an alternative to the normal heating because the normal heating was running so insanely high, and the radiant floor works its way, heats the floors, and then heats the whole rest of the house. It's incredible.
Yeah, and these are the things you would learn with an energy assessment. So the first thing that an assessor would ask you through that one is, do you know if that radiant heating is coming from electricity or is it gas?
Oh, I don't know.
So these are the great things that you can help to learn. So as part of that assessment, they'll come to your house, they'll give you a whole diagnostic of how your building works. So not only do you learn about where maybe you're using more or less energy than you should be, but you also get to learn about maybe where you're leaking things, or how many times have you been in a building or your house in the winter where, and it's starting to get colder now at night,
right.
If you're starting to feel drafts, and your windows are closed, but there's something drafty in your home, that assessment will tell you likely what is the issue, and then kind of what measures you can take to have a healthier and safer home.
Which that's really important, and especially as we are seeing these cooler temperatures right now and people maybe are starting to turn their heat on at night, it's not the time to do it yet because we have such warm days right now that you can keep that warm air in your house. But the big thing is keeping it cool during the day, especially if you have pets, and then keeping it warm at night. You have to make sure you're doing all those little things like closing the windows and checking for the drafts. And so you guys help people do that in a way that makes it much more convenient, and then you can find exactly the problem area.
Absolutely, and a lot of times when people look to upgrade their home, or say you broke an appliance and you need to replace it, there might be rebates, there likely are rebates available that you can get through Walking Mountains and our energy programs to help offset your project costs. So once you get that assessment, you only have to do the assessment once. You're always available for rebates. You don't have to get a new assessment before you file for rebates each year. Rebates recycle every year on the calendar year. So at my house, for example, last year I did a bunch of projects, maxed out my rebates, and then this year I'm doing a different series of projects with new rebates because I'm in a new year. So give us a call. You can talk with an energy coach. We have 3 on staff. We also are able to answer most questions for energy efficiency in Spanish. So if you are a Spanish-speaking community member, we would love to help with that. There are a series of rebates available for energy. It's quite complicated. That's what the energy coaches are for. But if you're in Avon, Vail, or Edwards Metro District, we have better rebates for you because those municipalities are kind of helping to fund our rebate programs to help them meet their local climate action goals as well.
Which is absolutely incredible, and it's so cool that we have this here in our community because it's something that we all really are striving to be better at because the climate here is so incredible and we want to keep it cool and filled with snow, and like we want the precipitation, and we want to make sure that we are taking these steps in the right direction to just keep our environment as healthy as we possibly can.
Absolutely, and I think one of the things that's cool about our Avon campus, if you've never been up there, is we are a LEED Platinum facility, and we really walk the walk. Our buildings on our campus are designed to be teaching tools, in addition to obviously hosting all of our programming and all of our local school children when they come on programs. But you know, if you go in the Mountain Discovery Center, you can learn about geothermal, solar. We have in-floor geothermal there as well. If you go to the Borgen Precourt Center for Sustainability, which is another building on the campus, that's a LEED certified net zero building. There is no gas in the building. Wow. It produces more energy than it uses in a calendar year. And there are displays and things you can interact with that will help you to kind of understand what is going on in that building and how we've taken measures to be as efficient as we can.
Your carbon footprint is so little from walking mountains, which is something that's so incredible. And now speaking of footprints, you guys have a great event coming up, and you guys continue with so many great events throughout the course of the fall, especially with the leaves changing, but you have a really good one coming up in partnership with Vail.
Absolutely. So it's the inaugural event. It's going to be on Saturday, September 24th. It's called Climb It for Climate. It is a fundraiser to benefit Walking Mountain Science Center and all the programs that we do. But it'll be a hike up berry picker. Along the way, you'll interact with musicians and different stations that are all designed to get you thinking about your personal ability to take climate action. So you'll be educated along the way with simple things or maybe moderately simple things that you can do every day to help meet our climate action goals. Once you get to the top of Berry Picker, and if you don't want to do the hike, you can just ride the gondola. That's an option too. We'll have a rooftop party at Eagle's Nest with a band, and there'll be a series of what we're calling action stations up at the top at Eagle's Nest where you can go and learn about energy efficiency in your home, or you can go learn about ways you can reduce your waste or compost. And then the third station is actually a climate action pledge station. We're asking everybody to take a moment to reflect on what they've learned on the hike and on this journey and make a tangible action that you think you can achieve in the following year so that we can circle back a year from now and make another pledge to continue on this work.
Which is really incredible because this is the stuff that we need here in our community and really just in the world. And so to have this in our backyard, at our fingertips, where people can have all of this great information, know how they can do better, even when you think that you're doing amazing. Like, my mom is the biggest freak about this. She collects everything. She doesn't throw anything away. We've got jars that are from like pasta sauces from when I was in high school still, because she doesn't want to get rid of any of them, and she reuses them as much as she can, and she like loves doing this. And so it's so cool to see all of these other details to make it so that you do make this difference.
Absolutely. And really, you know, when we think about it, you kind of have to do what you can do within your means. You know, it's going to take little steps here and there from all of us over time. It's not easy to make a building net zero that was built in 1964. Like, those are things that take time. Right. So you kind of just have to be mindful and do what you can. And we're here to hopefully help educate people about things that they can do within their means along the way.
Take those baby steps. And then if people are interested in seeing your full lineup of calendar events, what's the website that they can access those?
We are walkingmountains.org.
Thank you so much, Paul, for coming in, giving us all this great information, and doing what you do here in our community, because it is important that people take these steps to make their footprints a lot smaller.
Absolutely. Thanks, Maddie.
Make sure that you check out Walking Mountain Science Center. They're a great resource here in our community, and if you think that you can start making those subtle little changes to be better to the environment, well, then you can go to their website, you can go to any of their great programs, and you can learn how you can just make that little difference each day to make the environment and the climate a better place. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Let's take another look at that local weather forecast. We are expecting to see temperatures progressively warm up throughout the course of today. 57 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 83, 20% chance of precipitation. Now mostly sunny skies, west winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour, so there will be a slight breeze rolling through. Now as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that sunshine out and about first thing this morning. A little bit of cloud coverage increasing later into the afternoon, into the early evening, but mostly clear skies overnight tonight. Temperatures starting to cool down just a little bit. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver are nice and warm. 90 degrees in the Front Range, 83 in Vail with a 20% chance of precipitation, and that's going to continue into Avon with a high of 86 degrees, now 89 out to the west of us in Eagle, so that sunshine definitely covering that I-70 corridor. Now as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures cooling down. 46 degrees is the overnight low, 20% chance of rainfall. Mostly clear skies and that sun setting just a little bit earlier and earlier. 7:35 is when we're going to see that go down. Winds coming out of the north, so shifting directions at 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the course of this evening. But as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, we are expecting beautiful sunshine throughout the course. 83 degrees and sunny on Sunday, continuing into Monday. Temperatures reaching up to 86 degrees by Tuesday, but mostly sunny skies continuing throughout the week. No real chance of precipitation. If you're looking for something fun to do, well, make sure that you check out the Beaver Creek Oktoberfest taking place all weekend long. It's just a ton of fun up there. Great food, great beer, live music, and so much more. Now we're going to take it over to the TV8 Visitors Bureau, where we're going to teach you about a new way to shift your ride. Welcome to the TV8 Visitors Bureau. I'm one of your hosts, Maddie Evans. Now we've got a really cool new concept taking place here in the town of Avon, Eagleville, and Vail. And it's a great way to use as an alternative. Instead of driving your car, you can shift your ride to one of these incredible electric bikes behind me. Now this is a really cool rental system, and you can control it all right from the power of your hands, right from your cell phone by downloading the Shift Bike app. And then from there, you can get over there and enjoy the incredible amenities that these bikes have to offer. We're going to walk you through it, but in order to do it, you have to download the app. So Shift Bike is the app, and then you can use the coupon code Shift Your Ride for the first 30 minutes free. And we're going to walk you through the pricing and everything here and how you can get one of the bikes. Let's get started. Once you get into the app, you can see exactly which location you would like to pick up the bike, how many bikes are available, and then where you can deliver the bike to. So you can see starting in Avon, making your way through Eagleville, all the way to Vail Village, and then even down into East Vail. You can collect bikes, drop bikes off, and enjoy your ride on these nice electric bikes. Once you've scanned the QR code to get the bike unlocked, it's really important that you have safety first, so always make sure that you have your helmet with you. That way you can pop that on and you're nice and safe. Now, once you get the bike unlocked, it's super easy. You'll just take that lock right off the back. You'll see that you'll have this big, nice coiled cord, but there's a hook on the back for you to hook that to so that it is nice and out of your way while you are riding the bike. That way you're nice and safe and everyone around you is nice and safe so you don't tip over on the bike. And then once you've got that all secured, you're all set to go. You can just kick that kickstand up and start enjoying your ride. Now remember that these are pedal assist and there are some rules. To get the bike back to where you got it or to get it to your next destination, you can always use the app to see all of the great places where you can drop these off. Once you are done on your adventure on the Shift bikes, they're a ton of fun, and you can see that you can get going pretty fast on them, especially with that nice little pedal assist. You'll take the bike back, lock it back up in one of the great charging stations that they have available, and then once you're done locking it up, make sure that you take your app out and you end the ride, because it is going to make sure that that bike is in the correct spot for you to have ended your ride, and that way it will not continue to charge you. That has been this edition of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. We can't wait to bring you more great information, but make sure that you get out there and you use the Shift bike to shift your ride throughout the community.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
We have so many incredible organizations here in our community, and we have so many incredible community members, and I'm so lucky to be sitting with one of them who just makes such a difference here, Tim Herbst. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning, Matt. How you doing?
I'm good.
I haven't talked to you since the first day of the village market.
I know, and I'm really happy that you're here. We've got some ducks on the table. The time has come. It is happening tomorrow.
Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. It's Saturday.
Yes.
September 4th at 3 o'clock. That's when the race starts. We'll be setting up today.
Yes. Getting nice and geared up, nice and ready.
Yeah. And it's going really good this year. It does every year. There's about 30 of us that just all chip in from 3 different clubs. There's the Vail Rotary, which is us, and then there's Edwards, and there's Eagle. So we all take turns working the tents in the village market for allowing people to adopt ducks. We use the ducks every year, so it's a good marketing plan. And it's so that's $10 for 1 duck, $20 gets you 3 ducks, $30 gets you 5 ducks, and it kind of goes on like that. $100 gets you 20 ducks, that kind of thing. And we do that all summer long, every Sunday at the village market. And all that money that we raise, we had a record year last year. And by the way, this is our 25th anniversary for the duck race.
Wow, that is incredible. And the duck race is so much fun. But when people buy the ducks, where does the money go?
Okay, so it mostly stays in the valley here for non-for-profits. So past recipients have been Speak Up, Reach Out, Salvation Army, the local community food pantries, Foresight Ski Tour, where Foresight is a group that teaches visually impaired people to ski, adults and youth. Cycle Effect. So it all goes to local non-for-profits, not all of it, about 75% goes to local, and then another 25 or so % goes internationally. So we do fresh water treatments all over the world, club foot, cleft lip, there's Dentists Without Borders kind of thing. And so we really are proud of what we try and do,
Well, and what you guys do here in the community is absolutely incredible. And this is an event that people know and love. It's been around, like you said, for 25 years. So it's been here for quite a bit of time. And it's an experience that I think everyone should get out there and enjoy, because it's just so wild to watch
crazy.
the Gore River become completely yellow.
Yeah, the Beaver Creek does. It's all these ducks. And a lot of people show up to watch it. It's kind of a family tradition. I'll be at the booth on Sunday, and people will come up. We do a lot of foreign exchange student programs and things, and adults will come up and say they were a recipient of a foreign exchange program to wherever, Sweden or whatever. And it's just, I'll never forget it. And they've changed. It's changed their lives, and it's just really cool to see. Vail Rotary's been around 50 years.
Wow.
And so the duck race is 25, and that's a lot, So.
That is a lot. And it's really cool what you guys do here for the community, just because you're such a vital part. So can people come and buy ducks still tomorrow and get their hands on some before the race?
Yes, they can. We'll be selling up to, I think it's almost an hour before the race we sell.
Wow.
And that's one of our biggest days.
Yeah.
So we raise a lot of money. We did 12,000 ducks last year. And I think we're around between 8 and 10 this year. We're hoping for. We're not there yet, but that day, tomorrow will be the big day, where we'll get most of our duck sales.
And people can go online and buy ducks too.
Yes, they can. VailDuckRace.com is the website. And you can go on Facebook and watch it, so you don't have to show up. You can actually watch it the day of on Facebook, Rotary's Facebook page. So.
And make sure that if you won, because you guys get really big prizes.
Yeah. The winner, there's only one. There's a winner which gets $5,000, and then there's like 20 to 30 other donated gifts from the local companies here, hotel stays, a lot of gift certificates to restaurants and that kind of thing. So there's a lot of people that go home knowing they won something. It's good.
Knowing they got their hands on something. And then if people are interested in maybe getting more information for next year, planning their kind of calendar around it, this is something you guys do every year.
Every year.
But then if they want maybe their kid to have the opportunity to get their hands on one of these scholarships, how do they go about doing that?
Oh, that's a good question. We have a committee. You have to submit your information. You fill out a application. I would say go to vailduckrace.com. And Mike Glass is the president this year, and so you would be contacting eventually him. And we have a whole committee. There's probably 10 of us that interview, and it's heartwarming. And they show up the day, before they go, wherever they're going, and it's they're just high school kids. They're going on to their next phase in their life, and they come back. Then we interview them when they come back. They speak at our meeting. We meet every Wednesday at 7:30 at Manor Vail, and they'll come and visit and speak. And it's just amazing how changed they are and the friends they have now and the stories they tell. So that's cool.
Which it has to warm your heart to be part of that. And so if someone is maybe interested in being part of the Rotary Club, how can they do so for that?
VailDuckRace.com again. You can call me. I'm not going to give my phone number out this time.
Yep.
Go to VailDuckRace.com. There's a lot of information there that will get you to where you need to go.
And I mean, the work that you guys do is year-round. You don't just do the duck race. You continue with some other great things throughout the community, like the scholarship program and just kind of distributing this money amongst all of the great nonprofits.
And 100% goes out. We don't hang on to any of it. So we pay our dues, and that's how we sustain ourselves. And we have a foundation that helps. But it's 100% goes out, and I'm just really excited to be a part of them. I've been doing about 10 years now, maybe 9, and it's very fulfilling to see the faces. And at the race, I'm usually at the finish line, and at the race you see all these people and all these smiling faces, and kids just light up when they see these ducks come around the corner. It's really cool.
And you can go to the Vail Farmers Market tomorrow, register, get some ducks, maybe get some fun ducks, because we've got a great duck sitting on the table right now that you guys just gave us when you did your last interview, which is so fun. It's a John Lennon duck.
Give geese a chance. There's a lot of fun. You're cute. Those are souvenirs. Those are $20 each, and those don't race in the race. You keep those and bring them home. People collect them. The other yellow duck is looks more like the racer ducks. It's a little fancier, and we number the bottoms, and each duck is associated with a person. So if the guy buys 10 ducks, he gets 10 numbers to be in the race. And there's a winner every year, and like I said, it's between 8,000 and 10,000 ducks this year. So it's a little bit more. You might have a better chance of winning a duck race than you do the lottery. Let's put it that way.
Right, and $5,000 is a great cash prize.
That's a good prize. Yeah, I'd take it. And
right, me too. That would pay off my car almost right there. That would be so easy.
I know. We can't even, be a part. We can buy ducks. I buy ducks every year, but I can't win. No Rotary member can win.
So if you pull your own duck, then you're like,
I don't know.
That one's not it.
They don't even put me on that it wouldn't put you on the list of the numbers.
Oh,
so
got it.
You don't even have a chance to get a number.
You just get to participate in fun.
Yeah, just give back a little bit. Sometimes I'll buy ducks for people that walk by. And this year we had a sticker that we gave to the little ones, to pay it forward and kind of give some. We had about 5 or 6 different stickers that with a duck on it, and it sent out some very special messages like paying it forward and that kind of thing.
I love the paying it forward, and you do such a good job. You're such an excellent community member here. Thank you so much for taking the time and coming to chat with us, Tim.
Thank you, Maddie. Appreciate it.
make sure that you make your way to the Vail Farmers Market. You buy your ducks before they go. They're racing at 3 p.m. and you're not going to want to miss it because it is such a special event and it's so incredible. And what they do here in our community is absolutely extraordinary. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
If you're looking for something great to make over your Labor Day weekend, well, Colorful Cooking is a show that we produce here at TV8, and it plays Monday through Thursday right after Good Morning Vail, so you can catch it, watch how to make all of these delicious recipes and some more. But we're going to give you a look at how you can make a delicious salad for your Labor Day weekend, a shrimp salad with Tracy Miller from Colorful Cooking. And that way, if you're just looking for one of those light, easy to make, easy to eat recipes during these warmer temperatures, well, then we've got it for you right here. Let's take a look.
Welcome back to Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller. I am Tracy. Thanks for joining us here today. We're talking all about shrimp, how healthy and how easy it is to cook. So I have a farm shrimp, and I have a wild caught shrimp. So when you're getting ready to cook it, you kind of want to pat it dry. People are always amazed when I tell them this, but like even if I have a piece of fish or something, I will just gently squeeze it after it thaws out when it's frozen to get some of that excess water. Because if you're going to put it in your pan and you're going to try to get a sear on it, then you're not going to get rid of that excess water. It's going to kind of fill up in your pan and boil your shrimp, which is not what we are after. So just pat it dry a little bit with a paper towel, real gently too. You don't want to like manhandle those little tiny crustaceans. It's not going to taste as good. So real easy to peel. You just pull the tail off, flip it over, take the legs, and they should come off nice and easy. When you're working with the farmed fish, a lot of times they just have the tails on there, so you just pull those off really quickly. So season it generously with salt and pepper, and then a nice little ingredient that you can put on there, just a tiny, tiny bit of sugar. Why do we do that? It's just going to bring out the natural sweetness of the shrimp. And when we put it in the pan, it's going to help to caramelize a little. And literally, shrimp take about 5 minutes to cook. These are already pink shrimp, so we're not going to see them change a color, but a lot of times when they're a grayish color when they start, they just turn pink right away. So here we are. We're going to have those cook. I do have my salad started. This salad has cucumbers, sliced cucumbers, and peaches. If it's a really fresh peach, all you do is take a cut and go right around that. This is called the stone fruit. The seed is in the middle, and you should be able to turn it and open it up like that. That is the easiest way and the nicest way to open up a fresh peach. A lot of times the juice will be squeezing all over you, but not today because, like I said, it's not quite as ripe as it should be. All right, we're just going to slice these up really thin. Can you hear that shrimp cooking? It smells good already. Just a little bit of simple seasoning. I have my cucumbers, so I'm just going to put my peaches down. And as the shrimp are starting to cook, you'll see that their tails are turning a little bit, and then you just want to flip them over. This is literally going to take about 1 more minute. And the key to cooking any seafood and shrimp is don't overcook it. So right about this point, I'm actually just going to turn the heat off and let them cook that side right now real easily. So turn the heat off. They're already kind of firm to the touch. They've got a little caramelization. They're looking good. And now let's make a vinaigrette. We're gonna go a little bit of olive oil, equal parts olive oil, orange juice. Orange juice is one of my favorite ingredients when I am making vinaigrettes because it's low in calorie. It gives it that nice flavor, and it's juicy and has that citrus, so you can use that quite often. All right, we're going to do a little bit of cinnamon. I'm actually going to get this one out right now because I need a spoon for cinnamon, because if you overdo it, you're going to be in trouble. So we're going to use about a teaspoon of cinnamon and almost a teaspoon of cumin. We're going to go a little bit less on the cumin because it's so strong. We're going to do those two right in there. And when you're working with dried herbs like this, you really want to let them sit in the juices for a little bit. So you want to make this and then let it sit. Not for a long time, but you do want to let it sit for a little bit. See, now shake it up. Okay? It's an interesting color. And that cinnamon is going to be dry right now. So the longer we let it sit right here, and I don't mean like days or anything like that. I mean, you can just let it sit for like a half hour or so. The longer we let it sit, the better it's going to taste. So let me get this out of the way and bring our salad in. The shrimp is looking good. I am going to plate this up and put our vinaigrette on. When we come back, we'll show you the finished product here, and then we'll get going with our farmed shrimp and make a delicious, creamy shrimp salad. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller. I am Tracy. Thanks for joining us here today. We're talking all about shrimp, how healthy and how easy it is to cook. We are just going to cut these into little pieces. Actually, a lot of times when I'm making this shrimp salad, I will put it in my food processor, but I didn't want to lug the food processor in here today. So we're just going to slice this shrimp up, kind of nice and easy. If you put it in a little row, put them all together. My whole family's from Florida, so they actually have shrimp nets like right outside on their docks, and we eat the freshest shrimp you can possibly imagine. Mayport shrimp in Florida is delicious. Really, if you can get any shrimp from the Texas, the Gulf of Mexico, or Florida, you're going to be in pretty good shape with that flavor. And again, just don't overcook it, and you'll be tasting it and enjoying it. Okay, so here we go. We have our shrimp cut up into small pieces for the shrimp salad. And this one, sorry, I'm gonna add a few calories to this because it's gonna be nice and creamy. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a mixture of sour cream and mayonnaise. Now, I'm a huge mayonnaise fan. I love eggs, I love mayonnaise, but mayonnaise alone sometimes when you're making a salad like that, it's just a little too strong. So I like to mix mine with a little bit of sour cream. I actually do a half and half, 50% sour cream, 50% mayonnaise. Tons of salt and pepper. Either use dill or use tarragon, and if you're ever cooking lobster, tarragon is really, really good. It has all these little like leaves like this, and all you do is pull the leaves right off of the stems, and then we're going to chop them up. It's super easy, super fragrant, and it kind of has like a licorice type of flavor to it. So we're just going to take those right off. Actually, I just do it that way. Take them off that way. You can really put any herbs you want in here. If you would prefer, you know, parsley or something like that, you can do that. Really making something that turns out to be in your recipe repertoire all the time. All right, super simple. Cut up cooked shrimp. We have tarragon, salt and pepper, mayonnaise, and sour cream. We're just going to kind of fold it all together and make ourselves this nice creamy salad. This is so good. I eat this just by itself, and I do a lot of this in like little individual cups, and people love it. And you can either eat it by itself, you can eat it on a salad, you can eat it with crackers or crudité if you wanted to, or you can put it in a wrap and take it out on a picnic. One of the things though about wrapping up creamy dishes, there's a little trick, especially if you want to take it out on your picnic. So right now, we're just gonna put it on our bed of lettuce. This would be a nice little light lunch for you, packed with protein and vitamins and minerals, nice and light and delicious with a little bit of creaminess. I'm gonna put a little more salt and pepper right on there, especially pepper. And then when we return, I will show you how to wrap that in a tortilla. So if you want a sandwich, if you're going on a hike or something, hitting the lake or the river, we're gonna wrap that. I'm gonna give you a few tips on how to make those wraps still taste good and not get too soggy if you're going on a picnic. Welcome back to Colorful Cooking. I'm Tracy Miller. Thanks for joining us here today. We are talking about shrimp, and we just made a shrimp salad with a creamy mayonnaise sour cream base, and we used tarragon today, which is actually delicious. I was crying a little bit because I didn't have the dill that I usually like to use with my shrimp salad. Have to compromise when you're using fresh ingredients, and that tarragon, it tastes really good. So start with some lettuce, and make sure your lettuce is dry. Like I've been telling you, kind of all day here, is dry things off, because all of that moisture is going to make your wrap mushy, and it's going to make your shrimp boil when you're putting it in the pan. So I have the shrimp salad here. I'm just going to put that down right on top, and I'm going to take a little bit of the mayonnaise base and kind of make like a little bit of glue to seal it closed. I love making wraps. I don't know why, I just really like rolling things. So take it like that, pull it all out your way, move your fingers around so that you know that like you're going to get a good bite on every sandwich, and then just roll that baby up. That glue right there is going to seal it closed. And then I like to cut it in half. And when I'm making wraps and I'm getting ready to go on a picnic, or usually I'm getting ready to cater or go on a gig or something like that, what I do is I just put the wrap in the fridge uncovered until I'm ready to wrap it up. Because if you wrap it up in cellophane, what's going to happen is it's going to get all mushy. And since we have a creamy base, you want some mayonnaise on your sandwich, when you're making wraps, you want to have a layer. You want to have that lettuce layer to protect the mayonnaise on the inside and the wrap. Seems simple, but you can really kind of make a mushy sandwich if you're having it wrapped up for a little while. So we've got the two salads today. For the shrimp salad with peaches and cucumbers, and that's in a cumin cinnamon vinaigrette. And then we will also have the recipe here for you with the shrimp salad, which I'm going to say you're probably going to like a lot. Thanks for joining me here on Colorful Cooking today. Eat shrimp. It's low in calories, high in protein, and really good for you.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Let's take one final look at that weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see those temperatures progressively warm up. 57 degrees around 8 a.m. High of 83, 20% chance of rainfall, mostly sunny skies. Winds coming out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour, so a slight breeze throughout the course of today. Now, as we take a look ahead into Vail by the hour, you can see that sunshine is going to be out and about, and that's going to continue throughout the course of today. A little bit of cloud coverage rolling in around 4 p.m. to help bring those cooler temperatures. We are expecting mostly clear skies as we approach this evening. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in the Front Range are nice and warm. 90 degrees down there, beautiful sunshine. 83 in Vail, 20% chance of precipitation, and that's going to make its way into Avon as well with a high of 86 degrees and that 20% chance of moisture coming our way. Now, 89 degrees in Eagle, so out to the east and to the west of us, those temperatures are slightly warmer. As we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures cooling down. 46 degrees is our overnight low. 20% chance of rainfall, mostly clear skies. That sun setting a little bit earlier. 7:35 is when that's going to go down. Wind shifting directions now coming out of the north at 5 to 10 miles an hour overnight tonight. As we take a look ahead, though, into the next 5 days, we are expecting beautiful sunshine. Temperatures sitting in the low to mid 80s throughout the next 5 days. So we do have this high pressure system making its way above us right now, and that's going to bring us those warmer temperatures. There are some things that you need to note, like the river temperatures, and it is going to be nice and warm. So if you have dogs, maybe just be careful with the amount of time that you spend outside with them. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning, as they've got so many great things that you may need. Winter sports, bikes, footwear, rentals, all of it, you name it, they've got it. Go check them out, located right here in the heart of Avon. Now let's wrap up the show. A great look at that weather forecast. We are expecting to see that sunshine out, which is absolutely incredible. If you want to get out there and enjoy any of the activities that we have taking place over the weekend, we touched base on some of them just a little bit ago. You can get out there, you can enjoy the last Minturn market of the summer season. You can go enjoy the duck race and the farmers market tomorrow. There's a lot happening, and we hope that you get out there and you enjoy all of it, especially the fun activities up there in Beaver Creek for Oktoberfest, as they're going to continue from yesterday into today and continue again tomorrow. Get out there, everyone. Have a great Saturday. Soak up that sunshine. I cannot believe that we are 3 days into September already, but make sure that if you see a hummingbird, that you appreciate them just a little extra hard today, since it's National Hummingbird Day. Get out there. Have a great day. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be here from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., and we can't wait to see you then.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer